Okay, let's see. Today, it's welcome, Golang, Go Component Lab. This is Tuesdays and Thursdays. I work on some Go stuff, usually building reusable components that I'm going to be using in a bigger thing that sort of is a mystery that is unraveling. And all of these components are open source, and although I'm kind of developing them in a sort of like prototype and then test-driven development, and so I usually move on before I release them as a library. So I'll probably release stuff in a reusable form later on. My primary goal is to build a solid piece of code to use in something else. So, for example, I've been doing the sidecar supervisor. That's going to be used in something coming up, and on Thursday I'm going to be working on an RPC aggregator thing, and all this stuff will kind of come together. Let me make sure chat's working since this. Okay. And today, though, is kind of a one-off project that is in the vein of the kind of bigger project, which is building something that uses the Twitch API to help automate my workflow doing these streams. It's probably not obvious how this works. On Twitch, you set up your stream information here, including your communities and and you hit update. And then when you get OBS, you start streaming, and then it will be streaming with your stream information, right? So if I do one stream, I set this information, then start streaming. Then if I do a different stream like I did earlier, and now I'm doing this one, I had to change this information, hit update, and then start streaming. Problem is, most of the time I'm doing the same stuff. Like, I'm setting these same tags, and I'm just going back and forth. If I was doing something non-creative, like a game or something, I would change the game. Might want to change this if it were easy, but of course I'm already doing all this, so I don't change it. And of course the title, which is kind of redundant because I already have these events set up. If you check the, one of these pages, this page, I already have these events set up that it could take the titles from. So it's kind of redundant, and I've been doing it by hand for a while, and it seems like it's time I start automating it, since I do it every other day. All I want is a little script, and this will actually be turned into a component and used in a bigger system later. But for now, all I want is something that I can define two profiles, basically, and a command line tool where I can give the name of a profile, and it'll set the information in stream information. So that way I don't have to rush. That's why I was even late here, because I was trying to update all the stuff. So let me put this back. So that's what we're doing. We'll work in our prototypes repository. I have a repo called prototypes on my GitHub. I'll make a new thing here called Twitch update, Twitch stream, Twitch profiles. Let's open code. I think code's already open, but I need to turn this off. Alright. Twitch profiles. Some other stuff in there. I actually wrote a script that uses Chrome headless Chrome to export. Because actually one of the things that I do, just to share this, after I do a stream, I want them to be uploaded to YouTube. And Twitch lets you do this. You just have to go here and go to export. So I have to do this every time, and basically I have to do everything. I modify this a little bit. I usually don't bother with the description, and I don't bother with tags because I have to do this every time. And I hit public and then hit start export, and then it gets uploaded to YouTube. This could be done a lot better if I could automate this. So then I can say, oh, was it this stream or this stream? Here are the tags to use. Here's the description to use. The problem is this export functionality is not exposed in any way as far as I could find in the Twitch API. So instead I created using Puppeteer, which is a library for Node that wraps the Chrome DevTools API to drive Chrome, a headless Chrome, and basically lets me go to this page and click those links to make that export happen. So, related one-off automation, it wasn't Go, so I didn't want to do it on this channel, but since this one's Go, I might as well do this one on stream. I'll just call it main Go for now. So I looked around for this is Puppeteer, by the way. I looked around for Twitch libraries in Go, and they all suck. But I don't, and part of the reason why they're not great is because most of them are incomplete. Their API is also constantly moving as well, and but most of these APIs are read-only, which is weird. So it's like if you want to update something, they don't have those implemented. So what I'm gonna have to do is, just do it by hand using an HTTP client. But using a Twitch library that will at least kind of set up an OAuth client and give me some of the data structures might be nice. So there's actually a bunch, and I don't remember picking one. Let's see, this one doesn't seem that great. I guess there's already an OAuth endpoint built into the OAuth 2 package. That's convenient. Let's try this. Home, nope. C#, nope. Maybe this one. Nope. We got that one. This is probably terrible. I'm only gonna go 3 pages in. Oh, I'm gonna need a Twitch application. I wonder if I made one already. Can I do this? I don't think there's any. I guess this will create a secret, so I will do this off screen. Create a new Twitch client. New client get users by login. all I can do. Oh, stream data. So here's a struct. That's helpful. Alright, again, pretty incomplete. Let's check this one. Query string query, why do they need that? I will need access to the client, so I might not be able to use this, but let's see. New client. Oh, I can pass in a client. That's cool. And to use the API method, which requires authentication, set the access token field of the returned client. So I set access token afterwards. Oh, this is nice. This is nice, because I can do everything with just creating a new request. So I can even do this stuff that they don't have implemented here. Problem is, so this is the Twitch version 2 API. So they've got fucking several APIs, and I have a hard time keeping track. So this is version 5. It's the only one besides version 3 that has a version number. And yet there is a new Twitch API which doesn't have a version number. I suppose it's version 6. That's very obnoxious and confusing to me. But it looks like this new API right now looks like they have a couple of create things, but it's mostly a read API. Let's see, update user. Broadcaster type. So updating user is not what I want. I would be updating. Pretty sure I want to update a stream, which they don't have here. We can get streams. Yep. Do they have any information like a change log or something like that? Release notes maybe? That's like specific to the API. Okay, no. So as far as I know, we can't, there's not a lot of write stuff that we can do in the new API. So it's confusing because I'm like, is v5 the new API? No, it's the old one. So get streams. It's follow, block, create. Maybe it's channel I want to update. Get channel, update channel. So this is, yeah, game. Status is the title. It's a very non-intuitive system here. Name of the game. So interestingly, I think if I want to set communities, look at this. This is ridiculous. I have to do another API call. Sets a specified channel to be the list of community IDs is specified in the body of the request. So you do a separate request to set the communities, but whatever. So this is what we have to deal with today. I'm setting up the application. And then do I get, where's my secret? Okay. Passage token must be confidential. Okay, new secret. Yes, I want a new secret. Cool, that's a cool secret. Let's see, what I'm gonna do is create a new thing here, modify my environment. Profile. This, I haven't set this computer up for this yet, so I will. Make sure that it's there. Twitch client secret. Okay, cool. So I have it in my environment now. So this is a version 5, and then what it looks like it has some wrapper things. It doesn't even have common service. What the fuck is that? Common service client. Oh, they're embedding it. That's kind of weird. I don't know why they would do that. Cool, but I think I'm going to use this. What? And they don't have an example, but let's assume we'll do a new client. Do they have an endpoint that I can just like? Getting a client ID, your application's client ID. It'd be cool because I don't want to have to set up a whole OAuth thing just to get an access token. I wish they had like a developer tokens or something. That would be super cool. Developer portal dashboard. I don't really have anything. I wonder if yeah, they do not make using this API easy. I'm trying to find because I need to have an access token, but I'm not going to create a whole like thing just to get an access token, but maybe I have to. Good APIs give you like a dev token or something that you can use instead of a token, so that for development you don't have to worry about it. Luckily, there was that auth Twitch, so client implementation, yeah, it's good. Screw App Engine stuff. App Engine, why is it telling me App Engine stuff? Integrate authorization with that client. Client ID, request without one failed. Good. Client ID, did that. We've got a client ID and a secret, which I guess we don't need. They don't have anything that's like, here's how you actually authenticate with us. You know, how do you actually get that access token? They do not make that easy. Let's Google it. Ooh. See, it's community crazy. This means your token is only ever visible to your browser, not our server. Is this a... I mean, it's probably gonna show the secret on here. Use the following password, OAuth. I don't know what this what this I don't know what this OAuth token is granted or anything. It doesn't say any of that. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but space there. So, maybe there's another tool. Docs, authentication. I'll throw this back on here. Oh, it's all up front, totally separate section. Oh boy, oh boy. Client ID, redirect. Send the user you want to authenticate to, register, redirect. Last user sign up or log into Twitch. Yes, I remember how this works. So you're on with an ID token, optionally an access token. Token are included in the payload of that. We get a jot. With an authorization code. And then you make that request to get an ID. All this work just to get a token. So hopefully God, it probably doesn't have right permissions, does it? User access tokens. User access tokens. Send the user. They're not on the pass. These all seem pretty much the same. Sending user access and app access tokens. Yep, I understand. Revoking them. What, they don't have an interface? Return expires in. Ooh, so they expire. Yeah, I need a user edit. Oh, actually, I need these. I need like a user. I need channel. No, I don't want that. Channel read, channel. Add, post, write channel metadata, channel editor. This API is all over the place. They're trying though with the new API. Let's try using this client to get, I don't know, my user. In theory, I could do something like this. Oh, is this the one? I'm not using this one. This isn't the one I'm using, am I? Mr. Shankly. No, so not this one. This one, Mr. Shankly. All right, let's write some fucking code. client ID. I'll share my client ID, that's fine. So it's going to do default client. I mean, I might as well just grab that client and pass it in because who knows? I might need it. So users, let's try and get user. So I think I don't need to pass anything, so context, I don't care. What is it? Background. Context dot. Doesn't want to tell me. What the hell is that R? API response is JSON decoded and stored in the value pointed to by R. Oh, so I get the HTTP response, but it decodes into R. Okay, that's fine. That can be a map string interface. So you should be able to run this and it should fail for authentication, or it'll work because maybe that endpoint is not private. 404. Well, they're hard coding something, and that's stupid. Look at this. Where is it? Look at this. Look at this. This is not a library made to be consumed by others. That is unfortunate. But at least I can set it afterwards. God, Twitch community, it's just like shitty everything. I cannot have nice things. I don't know why it's always based on that. You'd think it would be more like that. Parse is gonna return an error. But I don't care. Get your shit together, people. Oh? This is funny. There, it should not be using that value, huh? What do you think? What am I doing that's stupid? What am I doing? Using this library? That's probably what it is. Because clearly all I'm doing is wrapping this HTTP library. I'm gonna just client access content type. Read writer. Just do this myself, Jesus. Why do they gotta be such a... HTTPS, yes. Good, at least he was using HTTPS. Yeah, if it's not equal, no. Okay, so we'll just... Do you think those are required? Ugh. I am the user agent. All right, there's another header to set, right? Probably client ID and authorization if it was there, but we don't have that. We'll see how far we can get. Client do. Maybe this code is okay. Maybe. I guess I'll keep it around. Throw it in here. I'll just make a function. Don't care about a context right now. Okay, this should be roughly equivalent. So let's see if we can run it. What, you didn't tell me? You had to tell me these things. Oh, we gotta pass the client in. Just use the default client. I mean, really. You don't need to do any of this. Ugh. .404. No, it can't. It can't be. It can't be. How is this happening? I don't believe it. I'm being pranked. Am I misunderstanding this here? Is Kraken actually part of their API? All resources Kraken. Okay, so I did a bunch of stupid stuff for no reason. But whatever. Thanks for watching out for me. Authentication failed. Okay, so this is where we'll see how much our token will get us. OS get in Twitch OAuth token. Missing required OAuth scope. So I guess I don't have this token that I got doesn't have the scope, so it's not gonna let us do anything that we want to do. I guess I just have to make an OAuth client. So this shouldn't be so hard. I guess I'll put it in its own thing. So we're gonna make an HTTP server. So let's do that. That's pretty easy. This is the local host. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna listen on. It's redirect URL wanted localhost. I don't know if it's gonna support localhost 8080. I guess it will. Okay. As the application on their end. I'm going to run this outside of the oh, we don't say anything, it just runs. Let me at least say that it's running. All right. So we got a little server, and then I'm gonna do some OAuth shit. I'm pretty sure we just need. Let's look at their dumbass docs. You need an app access token. I don't know what that is. Your app does not use a server. Oh, I could do that? Such as a client-side JavaScript or mobile app. This approach does not require a server that must make requests to the API. Maybe I want that. Or your application uses a server and store a client secret and make server. This is the normal thing. Client credentials flow. Actually, app access token. The fuck is an app access token? I have a client ID and a client secret. Are only for server. Sure. The grant request below requires the client secret to acquire. This also should be done only as server to server, never in client code. On your server, get an app access token by making this request. Okay, so actually I was wondering if they did something like this. This is just an API to get the token. I should be able to. Yeah, it gives me a token here. So this is what I need for this script. I don't need to run a server. I need to make an HTTP request. It's a post. Post with parameters. All right. Let's see. How would I do post form? But it's not a form. Do you think I can give them those values as form, or they need to be URL parameters? I'm just gonna do them as I guess I can set up a URL, huh? And then I should be able to do like add param. Fuck. Query. All right, I don't know. Query? Can I do query? Query what? Okay, I don't know. It's fucking Visual Studio. So I get a URL, query, values. Parse. Can I Can I set these though? Actually, I think that's the, I can't actually like set them. So instead I would do this. So what are the ones they want? Client ID, client secret, oops, grant type, scope. Ooh, scope. Space separated list of scopes. All right, let's get something where I can get the user read. And then these can come from, well, I can get, I'll just hard code that. And this is from the environment like this. Values plus, this is gonna give me a encode, okay. So that's our URL. Really, I don't need to do any of this parsing. Am I posting anything? I don't think I am. That's what I'm posting, right? Content type of the what I'm sending. I mean, sure, I'll just make it nil. I don't know. We get a response. Maybe we want to parse the response like this guy did. We get a response, blah, 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 blah. Check response. Okay, so this basically turns their response into an error. I'm just going to duplicate that code here. Check response. All right, if we get this far, we should have something. That seems odd, right? Check response. If it's not nil, then panic it. And then it's nil? Why does this seem odd? All right. You can see my secret. I'm going to reset it. So let's see. No, I don't understand. It doesn't like. Do I need to like send an empty body or something? What did they do? I guess they didn't do anything. Yeah, how about I mean, an empty buffer, or wait, is that what I want? New buffer. Like, is that any better? No. Is there message error response? Status code message. So they're just saying EOF. What? Should my content type be empty? Like, I don't understand what they want. Invalid client secret. Maybe this is... Okay. Client secret. God damn. Oh, I'm in Vim. I'm like, why isn't this responding in any sane way? This is a Vim editor. No. Oh, client secret OAuth token. Yeah, that's not right at all. It's a client secret. Okay. So we got a response. I wonder what it is. I guess we'll read it. Let's see, I will decode it. Blah, 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 blah. If you excuse me, I will run this over here. I want the same directory now. All right, now we got something. We'll go back up here, we'll reload, we'll make sure we've got all this nonsense here. Got a client ID, we've got an OAuth token. All right, I think we'll see if we get a response from this. Invalid OAuth token. It's not invalid, you're invalid. Yeah, that is right. Don't go rainbow table my token. I'm just gonna change it anyway, so. So wow, it is not happy with my OAuth token. I wonder if it's because it doesn't want a client credentials token. Let's see. Sending user access. Okay, what's this? Authorization. The header differs depending on which API you use. I'm using version 5, passing OAuth. I wonder if expires in, what does that mean? Resolve that number. What is this number? Something tell me what this number is. That can't be right. Okay, so it's just a really big number, and that's why it's not. So it shouldn't even expire. I wonder if it's, well, if it was a scope issue, it would have said so, right? Because we, right? Didn't we run into that where it was like saying invalid scope or something? I guess that was in here. Missing required OAuth scope. That's weird. When I run it here, I get 401 missing required OAuth scope. Invalid OAuth token. Oh, it's using maybe the old token. Invalid OAuth token. That's a valid token. I just got it just now. Does it not like client? Are there like caveats to using these? Like, it doesn't know. I mean, we don't really know what app access tokens give us, how they differ from anything else. App access tokens are not associated with a user. They cannot be used with endpoints that require user authentication. See? Can't even do this. We need to use the other one. That implicit authentication flow is appealing. Implicit. So, how does this work? Basically the same thing. Authorize client ID, your registered redirect URI. So it's going to have to redirect to localhost. That's fine. But it's going to redirect, giving us an access token in the URL. So, we actually can go back to our system where we started a server. Just do that in the go routine here. Grab that. Okay, so that will run a server, and it's set up to redirect to that, and we go to OAuth to authorize. Use this request. Oh, because we're doing this, we can actually just check the response URI, so we don't need to run this. We don't need to run this. So ought to authorize, pretty much the same stuff. Redirect URI, set a client secret. Response type must be token. Response Okay. Client ID, redirect, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all right, so let's try that. Invalid CSRF token. No, nobody said anything about a CRSF token. Optional. Use it, avoid this is echo back. We strongly recommend you use this. I guess now they require it. State. The OAuth login requires JavaScript. What are they doing? Login form. All 5 comments. I mean, I don't think any of y'all did anything. I guess it's possible you could get a token, but oh, maybe it's two-factor authentication. Okay. Wow, it's a lot of work just to get authenticated with this thing. I think it's because of my two-factor authentication. So it's requiring some extra steps here. Is this supposed to be a post? Oh, it's a get. So maybe I'm just... Oh. What? Tell me what's wrong. I don't... 36. Oh, it's not expecting a JSON thing. Blah 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 blah. $200 okay. Shouldn't it be a redirect? I guess it's gonna be doing yeah, I guess it's not redirecting, probably because it's saying, hey, we need to do extra step of verification here or something. So how about this? We print this out. We continue to run this. Then we run this. We get a URL. We put this into our stupid browser. Right. Of course, we have to do the authorize button, of course. And then, oh, they can view my email address. And then we get an access token. So, that access token just lets you like read my account. Okay, so main is working. Let's see. We actually want to do the same thing this was doing. What else? Actually, do all of this. Cannot use. This is response. Oh, that's that. Oh, I already did this. Check response. Oh, this is taking. Okay, so R is that, and here I just have to. Oh, we already did that. So I don't need to do any of that. I just need to print R. Response, I mean. There we go. So you can finally use this API, and we have like 40 minutes left. So I don't think I need any of this really. So now I need a token that will let me write to the streams. Channel editor. Scope. Are these space? That's a good question. I mean, I'm figuring this out too. If it's online or not. Let me see what we got here. Might be worth hitting the new API. The reference for user. If a particular stream. Let's see. Does this say whether it's streaming? Get streams started at type it's possible that that's very weird. It's possible this tells us no, because maybe it just won't show a stream. It could be that we'd have to look up the channel reference. So if we were to get a channel, let's see, show me a response. Example response. Well, there's nothing in here that looks like it would update it at. It would say whether it's running. Let's see. Channels. Get stream information by user. So then they have this concept of a stream, which actually it looks like it returns the channel as well. But delay created at is playlist. I don't know. Have you played with this yet at all? I'm curious what you've found so far. If you have, get live streams, stream by user. It's probably, I don't know what CodePunker is. Get user. I mean, that's probably there's no base path, so you're missing this. Scheme is HTTPS. Host is API twitch.tv. So if you have something that lets you put in a URL, you're just putting in the path. You need to put in the full thing, or it's broken. I don't know, because I don't know how that tool works. I mean, for the hardest part, I've spent the last hour and a half is getting authorization code or getting OAuth tokens to do anything interesting. Oh, thank you for following too. I do regular Go stuff, but I do game development more often, so I have events for everything. So if you want to go to my events, you can pick which one that you're interested in. I'm doing a lot of automation around Twitch now, so if that interests you, there's definitely going to be some stuff coming up around that. So that is a good question, though. I don't know how to get this. That would be good to know. I don't think I need that right now, though. So with it, yeah. I'm doing kind of less bot automation, doing stuff like update the stream, update the stream status when I go between one type of event and another, and recreate all the communities and stuff like that is basically what I'm trying to do here. I also have some automation to automatically export videos, because it doesn't do that to YouTube. So let's see. Yeah, we got to the point where we can use the API, right? So now we need the right scope, and then I was looking to see how scopes are getting tokens. Space separated list. Okay, so user read and channel editor. I'm pretty sure that's the only scope I'll need. I'll leave user read in there, though. So this, my new magic mechanism is putting this in the browser, and letting it redirect me to a page. Update, yep. And then I get the access token. And then I will put that in my environment. I guess I can change this stream stuff while I'm streaming. Yeah, it shouldn't affect anything. I guess if you were to refresh the page, it would have something new, so we'll see. And then so now I've done that, I can reload and write some code to try and update that. I won't really be using this anymore. All right, so let's try and update our channel. Update channel. Okay, to update delay, to update other parameters, channel editor. Okay, so we have that. Channels, channel ID. Well, I don't know what my channel ID is. So I guess I have to look that up. Get channel by ID. No, get channel. Gets channel based on specified auth. Oh, channel read. All right, get channel read. Okay, let's get our channel. All right, ID, status, ID. So that's our ID. Keep that around. And then I'll try and get that channel by the ID just to make sure. Should be the same thing. No, it's not. Channels. All right, that looks right. And then, in theory, we could update the channel. Put, oh, interesting, and parameters. Do you think these are parameters? Example with a request. Okay, so it doesn't mean parameters. It means, wait. Yeah, it's very. Oh, you can do parameters. Interesting. Well, let's see, do I want to do new request? What is this? This is a body. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll go back to that library where they were encoding this buff IO read writer. Oh, new buff JSON encode body. Yeah. Buff encode body. So this I will just do, I'll call it params. Params, I'll just do a map. It's a map of a channel. God damn it, it's a map of a map. String, map, string. God damn it. I'm just gonna make a struct. This is ridiculous. Or rather, channel update. It says channel, channel. Where am I? And then type channel. String status. Game. I don't care. Really, at this point, all I care about is status, so. What? It doesn't like this. Sorry, I'm like thinking of fucking C#. Okay. You know what? Let's just do this. Huh? What's this problem? All right, so that should do it. If we run this, it should actually update my Twitch status. So let's see. Must provide valid content type header. That is true. Whoa, subscribing. That is unnecessary, but I appreciate it a lot. And I hope to see you around, and we can share notes and stuff doing Twitch automations. All right, let's try this again. Display creative. I don't know what it's actually giving me. Status. Is it giving me the current one? Let's see if I didn't actually do it. Let's thank you. I will take your money. I appreciate your money. This is interesting. Oh, it's probably this because I didn't right, it's gonna try and like call it uppercase or something like that. All right. Status. Oh, all right, cool. Let's see. I think I did it. I mean, this is cached. Let me reload. Well, part of this is cached because you can see it says "Hello World" here, and obnoxiously it doesn't say it there. I don't know. I mean, it says that's what the status is down here now. So, so updating the status was one thing, but I also needed to change the communities between each one, and that's really obnoxious. I have to look up those IDs. I don't need any of this anymore. So it's a whole different endpoint just to change the channel communities. So we'll try and do that. See, my dashboard actually should be most up to date. So if I go to my dashboard, yeah. So my dashboard actually says "Hello World" there. So those communities I need to update. So we'll try and do that now. In 15 minutes. Do you think I can do it in 15 minutes? I need a way to find out what these community IDs are, though. Get channel communities. Channel ID gets the communities for a specified channel. Channel communities reference. Get community by name is what I'm looking for. Okay. You actually, no, I'll do this. Let's see here. Let's see. Kind of want to do. I do want to do a separate thing. Let's see. Maybe I'll make a. I'll just start organizing this in a function so I can start better doing this. So like update channel. This will take. Basically the update. And then return an error. So this will basically do all of this. Let's see if there's an error here, return error. If there's an error here, return the error. Actually, well, let's see. I can probably let's see. Request body is nil. Okay, this is. I'll try this. We'll put this in do. Make do our sort of generic perform the request thing. We'll do all of this. This one though, we only do if the request body is not nil. Yep. So update channel error, return error. So we're not going to get a response now, but we'll find out if it's an error. Actually, I can try that real quick here. Just have it print out a thing that says update channel, in which we get a new channel update. Status equals hello2. Alright, so I should run this and see nothing. Oops. Right. Oops, update channel. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I'm also hard coding what I was doing before. Encode pointer to update or dereference update. Okay, return nil, so it worked. It didn't work. Let me check again. Update channel. if there was an error, we should have seen it. Is this taking a while? Oh, no, it took a while. Okay, so we gotta kind of keep in mind that there's like a caching thing going on. That's fine. So what were we doing? We need to get the community IDs for the community IDs that I wanted to use. For one, Golang open source programming, and then some other ones. But so let's try just kind of like doing this raw. Get. This is nil. Crack communities. Come on. And the name. Query string parameter. So Golang, we'll try this. You know, I think there's a pretty print. We can use a pretty print. Marshall and Dan. Oh, I want a pretty print of like maps actually. KR pretty, that's good. I might even have it. Pretty formatter. Sure. Yeah, what are we listening to now? Oh, this is Ian Snyder's work with Disaster Piece on The Floor's Jelly, which is about to end. And we'll get into Fame's I'll just do pretty formatter response. Yep. That's not pretty at all. Is this any better? Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're using UUIDs for their community IDs. I'll just start building up a list of these. Open source. I got 5 minutes left. Programming. And then when I do game development, I'm doing Unity 3D. I'm pretty sure it's the one I use. Go. What the hell? Unity 3D. Okay. Unity 3D and game development, I guess, is the other community. So Unity 3D, where's the ID? Here it is. Yeah, Go is kind of my general preference these days. And then game development. Oh geez, look at all this. Where's the ID? There it is. And I expect to be able to write something to generate a client for Twitch. That's gonna be crazy. Game development. Okay. So those are the ones that I use now, so I can start making some kind of going back and forth between the two things. So the other thing that I wanted to do was look up events. Oh my god, events. That's not going to be fun because you got to do stuff with time. Although I'm out of time, so let's see. I mean, all things considered, we got a bunch of stuff done. We have a way to get authentication tokens. We can update the channel status. And next time I work on this, which I don't know if I should work on this on stream. I might finish this off stream because this isn't like my normal Go component stuff. I definitely want to be doing, I want to work on something else on Thursday. But I guess we'll see. This is kind of an ongoing thing. There's always going to be more stuff, so I guess we'll see. Let me know, though, if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know if you're interested in continuing this and seeing more of this Twitch automation stuff. Let me know in general, too, what you feel like I could do to improve these streams. It will be on YouTube very shortly. All right, so that's about it. Thanks for hanging out. Sheepy HD. Thanks for the subscription and hanging out. Good luck on your Twitch bot stuff. Hope to see you later. Bye.